Little mini tutorial. I got a canvas here and I'm going to create a text element. And you know what, the canvas I'm going to stick over to scale screen size, and the text element I am going to digit anchor them and stick them way up there. And then let's take his size and go big-ish like that, and make his font size a little bigger. Yeah, something like that. There we go. So we have text in the middle. So if we wanted a countdown timer, let's give this guy an FSM, just like that. And all I'm going to do is, well, we'll do a count up, how about? And then maybe I'll show you a count down. So here we have, I'm just going to take time, and I'm going to add 1 every frame per second. That's it. Now, during that, while this is happening, I am going to float operator. And I wonder if I have float modulo. I do have float modulo. If you don't have this action, it'll be on eco. This action is so cool. So the dividend here is going to be, we'll say 60. Or no, sorry, it's going to be time. The divisor is 60. And what does that give us? That gives us minutes. Right, and all that is like, if you look at this now, just that alone, like there's climbing the scale. Let's go down to 5 real quick so I can show you this. Right, see how it just restarts back over? Pretty, but the actual time doesn't. Dun dun dun. So now we'll still need a float operator. Float operator. So we're going to take time and we're going to divide it by 60. And this is going to be our minutes. Oh, okay, we already have minutes. Okay, this is actually our seconds. Sorry, that's not our minutes, that's our seconds. Now, because they're minutes, I am going to float convert to int. And I'm going to put this one to every frame. We're going to take the minutes, convert it to minutes, but an integer, every frame. And then I just want to build a string. Build string. Move him to the bottom. And what do we need? We need our minutes, integers. We want, well, let's put one of those in. We could always use the separator. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Probably a little easier. Let's just use 2. And then let's do seconds, the separator of that guy. We don't need it at the end. And this is just going to pump out a text every frame. UI text set text. Put that at the bottom. And then let's go and say this text right there is going to be this text every frame. Now we should have a counter going up. Just like that. Now what if you don't want this side of this end of things, right? Could probably use a little more width. Right? Because I mean, in reality, if I put this to, like, it's pretty big. Right? You may not want it that big, and that's an easy fix. Because all we have to do is say we take our these seconds. Let's float convert to string. Let's convert those to a string up here. Or you know, you can also format them just as is, but this is easier. So we're going to take our seconds, and we're going to have our, we'll say our seconds text every frame, and we're going to format it in a way of, you can go like this, and we can go like that. Let's say we want it like this, 00.0. But now we don't want to use seconds, our raw one. We want to use our seconds text. And now we have it, a timer like this. Right, and that's all what this format is. If I add another 0, we'll have it like that. And if I add another one, it'll put another one. If I delete them, right, and there we just have solid seconds. Like I said, now once this actually gets up to a minute, with the modulo, and we're dividing, right now we only have a point of a second. Oh, we convert it and we're going to the nearest. We want to round down, of course. It wouldn't make sense to be rounding to the nearest or rounding up, would it? You know, 35 seconds isn't a minute. But now with rounding up, as you see, now it's, we hit our 1 minute, and now we have 1 minute, and we've counted over. So we actually have a full-fledged timer. So let's say you want to go the other way. Well, let's say we're going to take time, and we're going to put it to, we'll say 60 seconds. Okay. So the rest of this we could technically just leave the same, except for the float add. We want to add a -1, or use float subtract, either or. And then all we want to do is float compare. So if time equals 0, something happens. You know, or if it's equal or less. You don't really want to, if you're dealing with floats, don't go with a precise number, because you're probably not going to hit it. The odds are so insanely low, it's crazy. Right, so our time, oh, we gotta round. Where is our, alright, so we round down. Yeah, not round up. I don't know what I was thinking. Smoking too much something anyways. But anyways, as you see now, we have this 1 minute timer, and it's under the same thing. Like we could add a 0 to that. You can see this nice little tick down, getting all crazy wild on us. You know, like it's almost like, holy crap, what's gonna happen when it hits that 0, right? Like it's a timer. Like what the fuck, what's happening? And obviously nothing really happens, it just stops. Right now it's not going to stop exactly at 0, because it's just the way